Great. I'm here with Lorraine. Lorraine, I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself and maybe your role in the Alive program, if that's okay.
Brilliant. So my name is Lorraine Tansey, and I coordinate a very fun program on campus called the Alive program. So the Alive program is all about connecting NUI Galway students with local community initiatives, projects, charities, and nonprofits. So my role is to coordinate that partnerships and projects throughout the semester and really get students active out and about in communities. And I enjoy, I suppose, the finale of the whole year when students are encouraged to reflect on that experience and achieve the award from the president of NUI Galway in recognition of all their time spent in community. So that's kind of the highlight of the year, celebrating all of those wonderful community partnerships that happen throughout the 2 semesters.
That sounds great. And I suppose just if I was a student, say in any year, what benefit would I get from being involved in volunteer work?
So we get asked this one quite a lot because there is a huge wide range of benefits. So we can start by actually even looking at you as an individual. So what are the benefits that you can gain? Well, in terms of your own personal satisfaction, there's huge rewards in terms of participation. So feeling good, confidence, feeling like you've made a contribution. And you get the opportunity to develop your own skills as well. So if you've got an area of interest, you can really focus in on that and develop that. That's just you. So then when it comes to wider benefits, the organization that you're working with or the group or cohort that you've got your project with, they'll really richly benefit from the experience as well. They get to see your energy and tap into all of the ideas that you're bringing to the organization. So you're impacting the organization, and that ripples out in terms of the wider community and society that so many organizations are serving throughout across Ireland. Yeah. So the benefits are not only personal, they've got that wider, and of course, NUI Galway hugely benefits from your experiences as well. And this is because we know that students have so much to give and bring, and we really, I suppose, benefit from the positive value that you bring to your communities and societies. And when you go forward and graduate from university, you then bring that sense of community and civic responsibility to your professional life. So that has huge ripples and benefits for the university, for our mission as an educational institution. That's what it's all about. So yeah, huge range of benefits.
Yeah. I mean, I can imagine, and I know certainly. I think I've heard this before, that employers as well really find people who volunteered can bring an awful lot to the workplace as well. That experience of volunteering seems to have a very positive kind of impact in terms of your job potential.
Yeah, great to mention as well. And this is nice because we've got lots of people who will be interested maybe in a particular career progression. And when they've done some volunteering in the program, they've realized, actually, that's not the area I'm interested in. I'm more focused on this topic. Or that was really interesting. It opened up a whole new area for me that I never even thought existed. So there's huge benefits there in terms of your own personal development and professional development, and employers love to see the fact that you have some experience in community. You're bringing with you teamwork skills, communication skills. You've demonstrated that you can do something outside the box. So not just go to class, but take on an additional responsibility, the time management that's involved in that. So demonstrated that you are highly functional and an avid member of the team for sure.
Brilliant. Is it better if I join up in first year?
So we do see that there are so many different varieties of volunteer projects that there's something for each year for sure. I think the benefit of joining up in first year is one of the key things that you have around first year is subject choice. So right from the get-go, you're having to make decisions around what subject areas you like. You really have to tailor your degree from that initial first year. So being involved in something like volunteering straight away will give you the chance to make some friends, get some confidence, start to narrow down what areas you're interested in, you've got a passion for. So I think for some of the colleges in particular, you've got some subject choice decisions to make. So volunteering can be a great way to help aid that process, right?
But you could still get involved later on anyway, even if you were later on.
Yes, so the program is completely fluid and flexible.
Yeah.
So if you find us in second semester of second year or final year, that's fine. Absolutely tap in when it's appropriate for you and at the level that's appropriate for you. So there's everything from the once-off project, so just one weekend or one evening, and then might be a more regular slot that you are interested in and getting experience with. So huge variety there in terms of time and duration.
Yeah, to me it sounds like an amazing thing to be involved with, and I suppose on that level, then can mature students get involved as well? Like, is it open to all students?
Exactly. So mature students in particular have rich life history skills development. They have a legacy of community involvement, and they're bringing that richness to their experience. I think what we've done in Alive is we've just, I suppose, cracked the code for you and just made the intro, the open door, really easy for you and fits in around your academic timetable. So absolutely, people will have natural connections in community and have done volunteering. We know we have a rich society for volunteering in Ireland, especially people who might have done the Gashka program in school, for example, as well. So we all have these lovely networks, but by tapping in through Alive, what you're doing is you're getting opportunities that are focused around the student lifestyle. So they're flexible and open to the demands that you have as a student as well.
So that's great. And then in terms of students getting involved or making contact, ordinarily what's the easiest way? I mean, is it online? Is there an office?
Yes. So we are everywhere. We are stealth in your life. But no, physically in Orstamachtlein, we have a beautiful resource centre, and we're very excited actually about that space because this year we had a complete rebrand of the space and it focused on sustainable development goals. So when you come to that space, you'll see the project wall with all of the different community projects categorized based on the goals. So if you've got a passion around the environment, if you're passionate about social justice and the elderly, or maybe you're committed to education, projects and so on. So it can really start to get you a sense of, here's the different projects I can get involved in, the types of organizations, and take out that guesswork of trying to figure it out and help you hone in. So the physical space we have in Orstamachtlein is a great space for workshops. We do lots of training and activities and information sessions there. In addition to that, we have teamed up with every university across Ireland, and we have an online portal called studentvolunteer.ie. So the Alive program has a special section of studentvolunteer.ie. So as an Anyway Galway student, you log in there and you'll see all the roles that are targeted specifically for Anyway Galway students, with information about how our program runs, in particular the award that I mentioned, and how you can log your volunteering hours and reflect to get recognition for your time that you spend in community.
Great. And is it just during the academic year that it runs, or does it run in the summer as well? Or?
Yeah, so we are absolutely opened throughout the summer and encourage students to get involved. In particular, we have a lot of students who do, I mentioned the Gashka program, want to continue on with their personal development. And as part of that program, you would continue your community involvement throughout the summer. As well as your personal skill, which might be, being on a committee, which is a strong skill to develop, right? So absolutely throughout the summer you'll see roles on the website. At the moment we're really researching online volunteering roles, which are important for the minute, which is great. And then we also have some advice on there around, if you are doing physical face-to-face volunteering at the minute, doing that safely and appropriately. And what's great is we're connected to our colleagues in national organizations who are providing that really important logistic advice at the minute. So the website's a great space for all.
That's great, because I was going to ask, I suppose, and I think you've kind of answered that with what's currently happening at the moment, and obviously with no students on campus and social distancing and in general. But what you've said is that there is online opportunities to volunteer as well.
Absolutely. So we've quite a number of students who are continuing their Gashka awards. We've quite a number of students who are active with, I suppose, roles that would have been naturally online previous to this. So things like spunout.ie, we're doing a nice profile on some of the volunteers there, and that'll be coming up in the next few weeks to celebrate National Volunteering Week. So check out on our social media to keep up to date with all those good news stories. I think it's nice to read about how students are doing really good positive things. And then we're seeing this emergence of new online roles as well. So that's been really exciting. I think students have so much to offer in that space. I mean, think about it. This summer, you could decide that my goal is I'm going to become a social media guru for a particular charity. I'll be able to beef up their online presence. It's a way for me to give my skills a good stretch. I'll have a portfolio by the end of the summer of examples of things I've done. So you might not be able to get work experience or placements, but by doing this voluntary activity, you can, I suppose, get the benefits of the volunteering experience, but also enrich your skill development this summer. So nice to set a goal, I think, to think about creative ways online. Creativity has been really at the fore. We've seen some creative approaches. Students are deciding to, I don't know, run around their garden or do 5K a day, you know, as part of these initiatives that they've identified. So love to see lots of student energy around creative ideas and approaches at the current time.
That's brilliant. And that's actually a really positive note, I think, to finish on, positively kind of addressing everything that's happening now. So thank you so much, Lorraine. Thank you very much for everything. And it's been lovely chatting to you.
Yeah, great to chat to you. And just in summary, we have roles if you want to get involved, but also if you want to nurture an idea that you have, let's chat about that as well, because there's so many great avenues for that. So great.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. That's great. Thank you very much. Bye now.
Thanks, Chris.